Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Shaw Fam TV. I usually talk baby stuff, but and children and motherhood. But you know what? I want to talk about stuff that's a little bit lighter. I've been rewatching the show All American on CW. Y'all know that show? They just came out with the season 7. So good, but it made me go back to watch from season 2 on. So now I'm on season 5. Um, and I love the show. And for all my '90s people, I know I'm a black woman, but I love 90210. That was my favorite show. It gives me those vibes. Am I off with that? Because it definitely gives me those vibes. It gives me mm, the friend circle relationships, like they fight and then they make up, but it's so wholesome and it's so fun to see people brown in those kind of positions, and it looks homey, but I really really enjoy the show. I love Spencer James' character. I love how he is an athlete, but he's sensitive and he's kind and he's caring and he cares about his community and he cares about the people in his community. I love how he brought two communities together. From no, he's not from Compton. He's from Crenshaw and Beverly Hills, and the friendships that were connected between them. Like that kind of is a real life thing. Like I can see how there are times like where you met friends and you have friends in high school and then you go to college and you have friends there and you're bringing friends together from high school and college. Those are special kind of situations, and it reminds me of some stuff in my life, but I'm more connected. I love the storyline, but I feel like my personal story is more aligned with Spencer's mom, which is interesting because when I watch shows the main characters are really the people I'm looking at, but because her story is so connected to mine in regards to being a young mother, there was a scene just I was watching. I think I'm on episode 3, season 5, episode 3. This is when she's getting married, and she's getting married to D'Angelo. Remember the principal at Crenshaw High School. Anyway, she was wanted to go try on her dresses, but she told her son that she doesn't have any friends to try dresses on with, and that was so resonating with me. I'm tearing up now thinking about it because that is so my life. Because I've had children at such a young age. I was married. I didn't have those connected friendships that a lot of you guys have that went to a traditional school and lived on campus. I didn't do that. I went to a community college first, and then I transferred and got my degree. But I didn't have those experiences, and I was just like, "Oh, they wrote that in there. That's so like me." But what was even more special than that was her son took time out of his busy college life to take her. I'm crying. I'm about to cry. Take her dress shopping, and then he surprised her with his friends. And he said, "You don't have any friends, but I have mine." And that was just so sweet, and that's why I love that show. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's just it's a thing for me. Like I think about I love my family. I love that, but I do wish sometimes I had those other connections outside of my family because my kids are growing up, and I have a college student, and she's doing her own thing, and then my 17-year old's doing her old thing, and my 10-year old, she's in between everything, but it's nice to have those connections, right? But such is life. I just felt very connected to her in that moment because that's just something that I would have dealt with. But I know I'm coming up on, I think Tay Diggs' character gets killed off the show, so I'm not excited about that. But that's something I'm going to be waiting to see this season 5, and then I know other things happen. So you see the love the couples in and out, who's in and who's out is interesting. Um, I wanted to ask though, do you think that these type of shows are realistic? Like, are there friend groups like that? Are there kids who are connected from high school through college and they date each other and they fall in and fall out. Is that real? Maybe it's in my heart that I wish it was. Even though I don't have it, I wish that it was real. I don't know. I just thought that I would ask those questions. But I also would like to know, I know that in season 7, Spencer James and the Olivia character, they're no longer on the show, or at least full time. So how that looks, right? And then I love the season 7, the new season, where it's a new set of kids, it's a new storyline. There's some you know stuff happening that's coming back. Like Jordan's still there, um, Preach is still there, Coop is still there. They talk about not Precious, Patience, but there's things that are still happening, or you're hearing the same names, but they're not in the show full time. But I like it. Like, it's younger kids. The conversation is kind of on both sides. I see my kids in it, and I see our conversation, me and my husband, and what we talk about. So I really, really, really enjoy it. Do y'all like it? Is it just, am I just being sappy, or is it really that good? Um, but I'm rewatching. I do this from time to time. I will rewatch a show. I love binge watching shows. I think that's kind of where we are now in this world, because all these apps, like, who watches a show once a week anymore? We're gonna watch it all in a weekend. Because I'm gonna move on to, after this is over, I might do Insecure, because that's my favorite show. I think it's actually, I like Insecure more than 90210. It's really, 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 really good show. What do you think, Dominic? Is it a good show?
Insecure,
Mm-hmm.
one of the best out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Issa Rae. You got my salute.
I love Insecure. But I think I want to rewatch it because I want to take it in for where I am in my life right now and see if I get the same thing from it. But the reason why I like Insecure too, outside of Issa Rae being a freaking genius, I love the fact that it's a coming of age story for Black women in on the West Coast. I live in Atlanta, but I am a West Coast girl. And usually those stories are East Coast based. And I love that this story is a West Coast story. So the black friendships, again, those kind of friendships, I desire that. I do desire that. And maybe one day, I don't want to say I'm too old for it, because I'm not. I do believe that I can meet women that will give me those vibes. I do have friends, I do have friends. I'm not friendless. Don't think that I'm like friendless. But I do desire a group of girls coming together and doing a lot of things together. Sunday dinners, friends, going out, stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. So anyway, I thought I would come in and let y'all in on the things that I'm doing right now. I watch this when I'm at work. I watch it when I'm home. I love the show All American. I'm not gonna watch Insecure at work, because it has curse words and there's sex scenes, and I just don't wanna. I don't want somebody to walk into my office and see something that's inappropriate. But I will watch it at home, and I think my husband and I will watch it, and we'll podcast about it, and we will go live. I mean, upload videos about it. 'Cause I think it's important to kind of talk about that stuff along with the real stuff that we do. The parenting, the conversations. Because I have tons of stories about that and tons of lessons I want to talk to about that. Anyway, y'all, I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. And I hope that we can talk about All American in the conversations about shows like this. Is that real? Are friendships like that real? I hope we can talk about it, in the comments, or if you want to hit me up on DM. All right, y'all. Bye.